To our bodies and thank for the best you've given us, Lord. I ask that you let today be sunny and as well as tomorrow. In your precious name, amen. Amen.
Well, hey guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Today is just a regular day in the life type video. We are just here on the property, going to be doing some work. Just got the boys fed some breakfast, about to cook something up for me and Joe, and haven't even gotten dressed or did my hair or anything today, but I thought it'd be fun to take you guys along with us. We just have like this to-do list that we're trying to knock out before our first snowfall this winter, which I know will be here before we know it. So there's some odds and ends things that we need to get done around here, and hopefully if we have time today, I plan on going down to the clearing by the pond with the boys and picking cloudberries. Cloudberries are in season here in our region in Alaska, and we have an abundance of them down there, and I'm really excited because I promised the boys we'd make some homemade jam. Bradley, what are you doing? You think you're going somewhere? Huh? How's it going, Joe? You don't know?
I didn't realize that they just put the screws wherever they wanted.
Oh, on the window?
Yeah, so they're not, this one's not completely straight.
I mean, who cares, right?
No, I don't care.
It's just to keep them in.
Yeah.
So we live a good drive from the nearest town where we typically go to get supplies and everything. So because of the long drive there and back, and then being that when we're in town, we usually try to hit up all the places everywhere we need to go. It's a full day every time we go to town for supplies. And so we typically try to take the dogs with us in the back of the truck whenever we can. That way they're not locked up here at the house and not able to go to the bathroom all day and all the things. So the problem is the puppies, mainly Bradley, has learned how to push this window open, and he's actually jumped out a couple times, not while the truck was driving, but when we get out to go into a store, he's like, wait for me guys, and he just jumps right out. So Joe is essentially creating like a metal grating here to keep the pups inside the truck so they don't run off when we're in town. Oh, Asher, you got those sleepy eyes. Whoa! Whoa, chickens! What was that all about? Crazy chickens, huh, Asher? Yes. What, Rusty? Good morning, Rusty.
To get stronger, I'll be okay, just give me a little bit longer. Yeah, we're gonna win the struggle we're in. It's never goodbye till it's over. Come back to love. I was so crazy to lose you, just come back. Come back to I hope you're all good where you are now. It's probably too late, but here I am reaching my arm out. I want us to win the struggle we're in. It's never goodbye, it's never goodbye till it's over. Come back to love. I was so crazy to lose you. Just come back to love. Let's never do what we used to. Leaving without saying, teasing without playing. I've had enough. So come back to love. I hope you're still with me. This time will be different. Let's make a decision now. So come back to love. I was so crazy to lose you. Just come back to love. Let's never do what we used to. Living without saying, teasing without playing. I've had enough. So come back to
So we got rid of the noisy rooster, and now the rooster we kept is becoming noisy. Like, repeatedly noisy. He's a good rooster though. He keeps a good lookout all day long. He stands there and keeps a watch for the girls, so. But you see. Oh, that looks good, Joe. Are they nice and sturdy? Oh, that's, yeah. Bradley can't get through that. That's what I'm talking about. Nice. What's up? Hi, B. What do you think of your new truck kennel? Ha ha. No escaping, boys. No escaping. Yeah. What do you think of that? Still get fresh air, but you can't run away? Are you gonna, you're still gonna spray paint them black?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll look better if they're black.
Yeah.
So the boys have taken over the chore of feeding the sheep in the morning. They're doing really great with it. We took Esther and Abel and Naomi out of the sheep pasture yesterday and put them on a long lead. Well, only Esther. Esther's the mama. So we put Esther on a really long lead and let them go down and free range in the clearing down there. And Naomi and Abel tend to stay wherever Esther is. So it was kind of nice. We didn't have to tie them up and they just got lots of fresh grass.
Get back, brother.
They want the good stuff that you got there, Parker.
Yeah.
Hi, Esther. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, are you guys hungry? Parker, I think they need more minerals too. Because yesterday I checked it and it was almost empty, so.
Look right here.
All right, Kellen, you're up. Feeding them that breakfast. Farmer Kellen. So strong.
Oh wow, that's got it all on her head.
Yeah. So the boys come out here, they fill the hay feeder up completely, and that way they don't have to worry about filling the hay feeder for a couple days. But Kellen does the hay because Kellen doesn't have any allergies to the hay for some reason. Parker, when he touches the hay, he came in the other day and was completely covered in hives, sneezing, eyes were itching and swollen. I mean, it was bad. I had to give him Benadryl. And for whatever reason, it doesn't bother Kellen one stinking bit. So Kellen has opted to do the hay so Parker doesn't die, and then Parker does the grain, and all is well.
Did we change that board?
You gotta turn it, babe. Turn it long ways.
That's smart.
So obviously this little piece of wood that we put on the hay feeder is just to keep the rain off the hay. This was completely temporary. One thing on mine and Joe's list before the winter comes, which we're not going to do today, but it is on our list to get done, we're going to build a really quick lean-to off of their shelter up top on the hill there. And that way we can put the hay feeder by their shelter in the wintertime, because if we don't, it's going to just get covered in snow. So that's something we definitely got to get done so that we can keep the snow out of their hay during the wintertime. Careful.
Go.
All right, so our to-do list before winter comes, and we may add to this, but right now these are the things that we really need to get done before the snow falls, or we really want to get done. So, finish stocking the woodshed, duh. Finish putting the wood slats on the side of the woodshed. We want to put in the greenhouse foundation at least. That way if we want throughout the winter we can work on the build, but the foundation needs to get done now while the ground is thawed. We need to build some egg boxes for the chickens. Joe needs to weld the front end of the Polaris. Is that for the plow?
No, the frame's cracked.
Oh, the frame is cracked, so he's got to weld that. Building the sheep lean-to for the hay that I was telling you guys about. We need to make sure we at least have the addition on the back of the cabin dried in, if not finished by then. And we need to clean the chimney, insulate the chicken coop, and we need to build a little generator shed for our generator, because we don't really use it in the summer, obviously. In fact, I don't even think we've used the generator since like March, because we have plenty of sun. But in the wintertime, we do start the generator every 3 or 4 days to charge the batteries for the solar panels.
What'd you say?
We used to hang around town pretty late. I spent the week thinking about it. Next day, it was easier then. So much easier then. Or like that time I picked you up outside of school. Said, screw my dad, I make my own rules. It was easier then. So much easier then. Take me back to those easy summer days when we stopped at nothing, baby. Yeah, we stopped at nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us if they tried.
Well, what are you
No,
gonna
we
do?
didn't care at all.
Come on.
About winter or spring or fall, we felt so alive. Girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things. We just had one of those things. Ooh. I guess I've had some things to figure out, but now that I'm done, I'm full of doubt. Was it easy for you? Yeah, was it too easy for you? You used to say that you would always be mine, but you seem to be doing just fine. Now I think about you, I just can't seem to stop thinking about you. Take me back to those easy summer days when we stopped at nothing, baby. Yeah, we stopped at nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us if they tried. Now we didn't care at all about winter or spring.
spring or fall. We felt so alive, and girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things. When we stopped at nothing, babe. Yeah, we stopped at nothing, baby. They couldn't take us, they couldn't change us, they couldn't catch us if they tried. No, we didn't care at all about winter or spring or fall. We felt so alive, and girl, we were thriving on kisses and sunshine and mischief. Yeah, we had one of those things.
All right, looks like we got half of the woodshed done today. We're gonna need to do another lumber run at some point, but the plan is to get the rest of the outside of the woodshed looking like this here. We wanna have gaps to make sure there's ventilation in there so the wood can dry out, but we also wanna protect it from the snow and the rain. Alright guys, as you know, we have a ton of trees down here in the clearing that we took down last summer. And little by little, we've been chipping away and getting them chopped up and brought up to the woodshed. So what we're gonna focus on now is clearing the area specifically where we wanna put our greenhouse, our future greenhouse. And we have built 2 greenhouses in Virginia and a hoop house, and I'll tell you what, you guys, Joe, you guys know, Joe is just, he's so talented, and I just have the dream and I tell him kind of like what I'm looking for, and he just builds it. And the 2 greenhouses he built in Virginia were absolutely magical. They were almost like she shed greenhouses. They were so beautiful. So we're doing the same kind of greenhouse here in Alaska. We're not gonna be doing a hoop house, so we're gonna do an actual greenhouse, wood built with the clear corrugated plastic siding. And that is gonna be for longevity. You know, this is, for all intents and purposes, our forever homestead unless something crazy happens and we change our minds. But I want the greenhouse to be big and I want it to last. So the greenhouse is gonna go right down the hill from the solar panel. Our cabin and our solar panels obviously are south facing. And so I think this open area right in front of the solar panels is gonna be the best spot with the most sun exposure during the summer and even the winter months, because I do plan on doing some cooler crops in the fall season into early winter. In front of the greenhouse, we plan on doing 6 to 8 raised beds, outside garden space with a really tall fence and electric fencing to keep the moose out. And that's pretty much our design plan for now, but we really need to get the foundation done this summer. Like I said, during the winter time, we can work on the greenhouse structure if we want to, just like we built the chicken coop in the winter time. As long as you can get the foundation done, everything else can be done in the winter, even with the snow, it's not a problem. So in hopes of having the greenhouse done and having our first garden here in the spring 2024, we've got to get that foundation done soon. All right, Joe's gonna keep working on the wood for a little bit. Me and the boys are gonna go down to the clearing and start picking some of these delicious cloudberries. I wanna go before the sun goes down because once the sun goes down or it gets darker, the mosquitoes get worse. They don't really like it when it's hot and sunny out here. So we're gonna take advantage of the sunshine and see how many of these berries we can get picked.
These aren't completely hugging it?
I would say not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one right here too. This one kind of looks like a corn.
Yeah. Let me see your bucket. Okay. Are you swimming, Bee? It's okay, just put it in there. So when the little yellow leaves on the cloudberry are still hugging it, that means it's not ready to be picked yet. So you want to leave those ones until these little yellow leaves open up. Here's a good example of one that's ready. So you see how the little leaves are open? That means she's ready to be picked. Oh, he's so tiny. Look how cute he is. Aww. Do you find him by the pond?
Yeah.
Look. He's so itty bitty. Oh my goodness.
He's so tiny. Probably some other animal.
So pretty. Look at that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Where?
Come on, Bee. Oh, good boys. All right, you guys, this cloudberry jam is super easy. All you need is some cloudberries, sugar, and your basic canning equipment. Oh, and a little bit of water too. I'll make sure to link this recipe for you in the video description as always. Make sure you've got your canning jars sterilized, your lids, and your rings, and then we're gonna get to it. I've got my water bath canner set up and ready to go, and the first thing we're going to do is just add our cloudberries to a heavy bottom pot, cook them over medium heat just until the juices start to come out of the berries, and then we're going to add our sugar, add a little bit of water, and continue stirring. Now we want to bring this mixture to a boil, allowing those cloudberries to really cook down. Once you have it to a rapid boil, you're going to continue stirring for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now, cloudberries are a lot like raspberries. They have a lot of seeds in them. And if you're like me, you do not like seeds in your jams and jellies. So you can skip the next step if you'd like, but I like to strain my mixture through a mesh strainer to get all of those seeds out. So all I'm left with is this beautiful velvety jam. All right, all we're gonna do now is clean the rims of our jars to make sure that our lids seal properly, and then we're gonna add the rings to the jars and add them to our water bath canner. Once you add your jars to the water bath canner, you just want to make sure that water is at least an inch above the jars. We're going to put the lid on this, bring it to a rapid boil, and once it starts boiling, we're going to set the timer and process our jars for 10 minutes. After the processing time is done, look at that. Beautiful. Take them out, set them on the counter, and let them cool before you take the rings off and store them away. Now I know what you might be thinking, Tina, you only got 2 jars out of all those berries? Yes, that's the way it goes, isn't it? But not only do we have homemade jam now on the property from our cloudberries, today the boys found our very first chicken eggs. They were playing in the woods with the dogs by the chicken coop and they found the eggs. So I guess we got to get on those chicken boxes sooner than we thought. Just pray, Joe.
All
right, well, we got half the woodshed done. Looks like we're gonna need to, what? Walk away, Joe. Just walk away. What are you doing? What is that? No.
It's my pencil holder.
No pencil in the beard. Pencil in the beard is weird.
I don't have a beanie to put it in.
Does it actually stay in there?